No, maybe 6.
I'm trying to get my finger ready.
Today will be
6.
6.
I did 6.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Remember, part of the quick cut is 5 to 6 workouts a week. Okay? So keeping up that consistency in your training is really important. That is part of getting these results, telling the body to hold on to muscle mass while you drop the body fat. It's one of those signals we got to keep in. Making sense? Okay, we're looking for 5 to 6 workouts a week. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
That is a part of this. Cool. And then we have sleep.
Oh.
So those of you who are new to the quick cut, you're still doing your on-ramp, you haven't heard the sleep talk yet, it's coming up. But those of you who have done the quick cut, you know about sleep and the factor, that factor being really important for losing fat and not muscle mass while you're in the quick cut. You guys remember that? Cool. So who got more than 6 hours every night? Raise your hand. More than 6 every night. Yeah? No?
I got 5 one night, but
Okay.
over 6 the other nights.
Okay. More than 7 every night. Yikes! Okay,
Some.
so we got to work on that. Okay,
On the hormone
and then
work.
more than 8 every night. Neil, are you getting less than 6 hours of sleep every night? Wow. Okay, that's gonna be really
Yeah,
hard
high
on
school
your
now.
getting ripped and buff and all those
You need
great
your brain
things.
energy.
Getting your
Brain.
V. So am I saying right?
You got it.
Getting your V body. We're gonna need more than that, and especially as a growing teen,
Mm-hmm.
and especially going to school.
Amen.
Trust me. Trust me. I know what I'm
Trust
talking
me too.
about. Okay.
I'm going to college.
Cool. How many times you guys go off plan this week? Meaning you ate something outside of meat, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds.
Nope.
How many times?
Once.
One time. Okay.
I've been so
Cool.
good.
Well, then
I've been really good.
You're aware.
As much as I was going to go to the county fair, and I was like, nope.
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 That would have been a death sentence.
That would
If
be
you
the-
eat it with your
the
eyes
Guild
closed,
County
doesn't
Fair
count.
was like had some stuff there, and I'm like, nope.
You go off plan this week?
No, not off
Not
plan.
at all.
No.
Look at you. Great.
No.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
Apple Donuts.
Even at Guild County, I don't.
Nice. Okay. All right. Just you and me, Jen. I go
You
off
did
plan.
too?
Yeah.
Self-report.
I self-report.
What did you have when you
Heavy cream
Oh,
in my coffee.
Yeah, what?
Heavy cream in my coffee. That is off plan.
Oh.
All right, and then we have hungry. Is anyone feeling hungry? Like really hungry? Not getting enough food. Okay, you guys need to eat more. I know that sounds stupid.
It's so
You're hungry, eat,
Okay.
duh. But really, right? Like sometimes we are so used to these like weight loss plans where you just have to live with being hungry. Well, that's not what this is. If you're hungry, eat, eat. Okay.
I did switch out, and so like I would eat a lot in the dinner, and then like 2 hours later I'm like I'm really hungry, and I'm like, you know what, just grab a bar, and then call it a day. And sure enough, it fulfilled it.
Good.
So
Yeah.
or a protein shake, it's been helping.
And are you eating throughout your day, or are you waiting till dinner to eat?
No, I
Okay.
do religiously every morning and lunch and
Okay.
dinner.
Good.
Is there a reason why? I mean, because we spoke this morning. I'm not a huge breakfast person. I never have been. But it's like the later in the day, the hungrier I get. So it's like I'm eating more the last half of the day than the first half, which I'm pretty sure is opposite of what it should be. So
So should is relative to your goals and what's going to contribute to your goals. And sometimes we look at just like, okay, what's the difference between the calories I eat at breakfast and the calories I eat at night? There is no difference. The difference is this, that your body is being sent the signal of hungry, 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 hungry for longer and longer periods. And so the efforts to get you to eat are going to ramp up. Okay, so the hormones that get released into your, they're ramping up, going, dude, you gotta feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, and they're ramping up, ramping up, ramping up, till you finally start to feed yourself, and then those elevated levels of feed me, those elevated signals may contribute to eating more than you need, right? More than you would have had you just eaten earlier in your day.
got it.
And so, like, folks who don't eat all day long, they tend to overeat in the evening because they've ramped up those signals to the point of like your life depends on it.
Right.
And then you eat dinner and you're like, I'm still freaking hungry. And then you eat something else and you're like, I'm still freaking hungry, right? And it's because those signals have been elevated so high to the point where now your body's not even like getting the fact that it just got fed.
Makes sense.
It can be, okay? It can be that varies in different people. But it's not right or wrong, or you have to eat at this time, or you got to stop eating at that time. It's what's going to work to keep you in a range that gets you to your goals. Cool. Let's talk about habits. I'm going to start the next slide. I'll get the clipboards.
Secret of health. So we're going to talk about habits today, right? Before we get into all that, we're going to break down what a habit actually is. And we've got the full definition here that we'll go through. So, and I guess the other part of things is, do you guys know, right here it says, why is it easy for them and hard for you? Do you guys know people who they seem to always be healthy, right? They don't have to try hard. Maybe there's someone from, when you were in the past, they just always, they stay in shape. They can always go run. They can always do all these things. Yeah? Okay. So think of someone, right? When we're thinking of habits, generally those people don't have to try hard is because they have habits that are built into their life, right? They were either raised that way where we have, okay, you're going to eat this way and it's going to help you stay healthy. It's not like they have to think and do all these things because it's ingrained in them, okay? So that's what we're going to figure out is, like, how can we start these habits so that you don't have to always think about that? It's something that's just in you that you're going to do moving forward, okay? So a habit is a routine behavior or action that is regularly performed almost instinctively, often without conscious thought, right? So it's something you just do, right? Is there something you guys just do every single day? Brush your teeth, right? Great one. Anything else?
Make coffee.
Make coffee, okay? It's become a habit, right? The cool part with that is it's, like I said, almost instinctively. You wake up, you brush your teeth. You wake up, you have coffee, right? It's not like you have to think about doing it every time. You just do it, right? So, as we move forward, habits are deeply ingrained patterns that are acquired through repetition and become automatic over time. These behaviors can have a significant impact on our daily lives, influencing our health, productivity, and overall well-being. So, we talked about brushing your teeth. We talked about making coffee. So let's take brushing your teeth, right? Brushing your teeth is a healthy habit that you've built in over your lifetime. And it's not like you woke up one day and just started brushing your teeth every day, right? It's something that, as you were a child, your parents had to get ingrained in you. You had to start taking that on over time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, shower, is that what you said?
Yes, showers.
Yeah.
When
So
you start
we can think about, okay, this is something that was, like I said, built in us. It's something that is going to take us towards health, but it's become such ingrained that you don't have to think about it anymore. And so we can start to figure out, okay, what's the habit I'm trying to build, and how can I start to ingrain that in myself so that it becomes as easy as brushing your teeth, but it's taking you towards health as we move forward. Yeah?
Okay, so one of the things that we can do, and part of that secret, right, is we can create these habits. Because how great would it be if you didn't have to think about the things you needed to do to get super healthy and super fit? That would be the dream. It's just as easy as brushing your teeth. Anyone struggle with brushing their teeth? No? Okay. Right? You don't like wake up and you're like, should I brush my teeth today? I don't know. That's gonna take 10 minutes out of my day, You just get up and you just do it. It's very easy to do. What if doing fitness and making the right choices for your food were that simple, right? That is the secret of the people who are fit and healthy for a long time. It is that simple, it is that easy. It doesn't take a bunch of thought and effort to make those choices, okay? So the question is, well, how do we create that? And the way we create that is we have to kind of like hack into the system. So you've developed habits that either push you towards your health and your fitness and your goals, and you've developed habits that take you away from your health, your fitness, and your goals, okay? If you can hack into those, you can reinforce the ones that help, and you can also destroy the ones that don't help. But you got to know where they come from, and you got to know what causes them. Okay? So in a habit and in developing habits, we have 3 parts. We've got the trigger, the thing that tells us, hey, it's time to do the habit. We've got the thing itself that we do, and then we've got the reward. We've got the thing after that tells us, oh, we should do that again next time we have that trigger. So this is the coffee example. You wake up all sleepy, you're groggy, I gotta do another day, right? And then that's the trigger, and you go, oh, coffee, right? And so you go drink your coffee, and you're like, oh, coffee, right? And you feel better, you feel awake, you get the joy of coffee, and that's your reward. So the next time you feel sleepy, you go, coffee, right? And that's how we develop our habits. Making sense? Okay, workouts. You guys have all developed workout habits, right? And so you go, oh, maybe for some of you, okay, I just got off work. That is your trigger. I got off work, so now I go to the gym. That's your trigger. That's your action. You go to the gym, and your reward is at the end of that workout, when you're driving away from here, you feel better.
Yep.
You have
Amen.
mental clarity. You've gotten out all your whatevers from the day, right? And that's your reward. So then the next time you're getting off work, trigger, you go, oh yeah, gym. And that helps reinforce the habit. It becomes more and more mindless. We want it to be mindless. We want it to be easy. Does that make sense? Okay, so now we go, okay, what are the things that don't contribute? What are the things that maybe you're not doing now because you're in the quick cut and you're doing the things, but like sleep, right? You two are dealing with sleep. So it's like, what are the triggers? Oh, I've had a stressful day. We pick up the remote and on it goes. And next thing you know, we're getting less than 6 hours of sleep, right? What is the habits that are in place that are keeping you from that goal of getting the sleep you need for your body? Does that make sense? So by recognizing what the trigger is, we can hack into it and rewrite the rest of this pattern here. Make sense? Good. So, we're not here yet. We're there now. So we're gonna take some time to go through these questions. The first one is, what are the good habits? What are the things that you're doing that's contributing to your health goals? And list them out, right? Your training, going to the grocery store and buying fruits and vegetables, staying on the perimeter, right? Like, write them down. We're gonna give you time. And I recommend a list, like just list them out. What are the good habits? The things that, and by good, we mean contributes to your goals. Get there? Yeah? Got a good few? Okay. So then the next thing is, what are the bad habits? And bad, we just mean doesn't contribute to where you're trying to go. Okay? The bad one?
Yeah,
okay. Good.
Right.
List them out. Oh, Neil. Let's see it. Let's see your list. Come on, let's see it. You're not going to get away with this. Let me see.
You can see it.
There's nothing on there.
Yeah, I did.
No bad habits.
You have no bad habits?
Oh, I didn't know you want us to write the whole thing.
Yep.
What are the things you're doing that don't contribute to what you're trying to achieve?
The more things you think of here, the more we can start to work on it, right?
They could be little too,
Yeah.
like I don't do my laundry and so I don't have workout clothes. So that stops me from going to the gym. Or my shoes hurt my feet and I don't go buy new shoes when I need new shoes. Or they could be like having, you know, driving by my favorite coffee spot every day and having to resist it, or sometimes not resisting it, you know. And also think back to the things you were doing before the quick cut, right? Because you guys kind of like got yourselves in order the last couple weeks, right? So think to those habits before the quick cut, right? Buying the thing at the store and bringing it home. That thing that you enjoy every night and try not to, you know? Staying up late playing video games. Watching anime.
Oh gosh.
YouTube.
I stay up for school.
These are things that don't contribute, right, to your health, to your wellness, to your betterment, your self-improvement. You know, watching junk TV that just makes you feel crappy and
I can
makes you
help
not
you
want
with
to
that
do
too,
anything
Joe.
with the rest of your day, or
Yes. I can help you with that.
I don't know.
Let me know.
What else?
I help. Yeah, soon for that.
Things that don't contribute.
Other studies, management, and all that.
Talking to that friend who is like, let's go get drinks after work, and going to get drinks after work. I don't know. Right? What are these things that got you to the place where you're now walking away from?
Maybe it's spending too much time on your phone.
Ah!
Right?
Social media scrolling, yeah.
Media.
I said looking at the phone or TV screen before bedtime.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
one.
Okay, we got some examples. Okay, so the final step is the triggers. Now we're gonna look at those things that got you to where you're trying to walk away from, right? Poor health, awesome health, right? You're walking away from poor health towards awesome health. What are those habits? What are the triggers for those? What were the things that got you to do those things? Feeling tired, feeling just, it could be timing, could be your schedule. It was just getting off of work was the trigger, or getting home from my day is the trigger, or whatever it might be. Like whatever it is that goes, okay, I got home, now I ABC, right? And then once you hack into those triggers, right? Once we look at what these are, then we can start to manage it. Then we can start to rewrite that story. Sometimes it's talking to someone who's like, and I have somebody in my life like this, oh, you need to relax, you need to take time off, you need to enjoy your life. Anybody? No? People in your life who push you in that direction. Oh, have some fun. Oh, live a little, right? I say that with my eyes rolling because it pulls people off track a lot, right? So maybe it's the trigger is spending time with that person or allowing that person to have that space in your life, right? The live a little line. It's like, I'm gonna live a lot, unlike you. Okay, sometimes we have to search a little to figure out what is the trigger. What is the thing that pushes me in that direction? That gets me doing those things that I know are not getting me towards my goals. Okay? A little deep dive there. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions? Anyone feeling uncomfortable?
At this point,
Good.
We're past uncomfortable to
Good.
this one.
That's where growth happens, right?
Uncomfort has already been applied.
Where you're uncomfortable. Awesome.
Discomfort has already been applied.
Okay. This is our final one. Take it away, Josh. Oh, it's not?
No, we've got one more.
It's our second to final one.
So hopefully you've got some things there, right? That you have your good habits, your bad habits, and we can start to figure out what those triggers are and fix them, right? Get to those good habits. The thing is, and what this depicts is basically habits don't start the minute you start doing the thing, right? We have to build habits over time. So you have to be intentional with those things. If we look at this, first it's an intention, right? You say, okay, I'm going to, I mean, you guys all are at the gym, but I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to start working out every day, right? And then it's an action. So then you actually get to the gym, right? Then it becomes a practice, and that's where we start to actually be intentional and continuously doing that. We start to get that consistency, right? I'm going to the gym and I'm doing it, 3, 4, 5 days a week, and then it becomes more and more consistent, and then it starts to become something that you just do, right? That's when we start to build that habit. This whole process, this action, practice, consistency, takes a while, right? We have to actually be intentional and let that build up and get our body, our mind used to that thing, and that's when it becomes a habit. It's something that all of a sudden, it's something you do. You don't have to think about it. Like we said, it doesn't have that. What was that?
It don't have to be a
It
struggle.
doesn't have to be a struggle. Exactly, right? You're like, okay, every day I get off work, I go to the gym. It's your habit, right? And it's instinctual, like it said in the beginning, right? And then it becomes just who you are, right? Rather than just this habit, it's like, okay, part of my identity is that I go to the gym and work out, right? Makes it really simple. It's not something that's just going to break because, okay, I had a schedule change. It's who I am. I'm going to make sure that fits within my schedule still. So this is kind of that process that's going on. We have to get through all these steps until it becomes just who you are. So as we're looking at these bad habits and good habits, we want to figure out, okay, this is who I want to become. I need to make those habits aligned to that, so it's who I am. Cool?
Okay, the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys know that CrossFit is measurable and repeatable. This is science. This is like, you do this, you get this, right? So in the CrossFit space over the last 25 years, there has been you do this, you get that. You do this, you get that, right? That's been looked at, it's been studied, it's been documented. This, Fitness in 100 Words, this is actually written as Elite Fitness in 100 Words, is the thing you do to get elite fitness. This equals that, okay? So when we're looking at habits and the things that creates elite fitness, this is a great resource because we can look at what has been done in the past by others to create elite fitness. Making sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the habits. So it's eat meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some starch, little fruit, and no sugar. They flip those words, so I don't now have to practice.
What?
They flip those words. That's right. Some starch, little fruit, and no sugar. Some fruit, little starch, and no sugar. I know. Blowing your mind, right? We don't need to get into the weeds on it. But this is a habit that produces elite fitness. So if you're not doing this and doing other things, is that a good habit, meaning working you towards fitness, or is that a poor habit, working you away from fitness? Making sense? Okay. So eat meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. Keep intake levels that will support exercise and not body fat. Now the cool thing about eating this way is most of us are going to eat levels, amounts of food that is appropriate for supporting exercise but not body fat. That's going to happen naturally for most of us. Then there are some superstar eaters who can eat more of this than they need to support exercise, and they start to support their body fat, even just eating this way. Okay? They're superstar eaters. Really good at eating. Personal experience. So this needs to be tackled first, then we tackle this. Making sense? Okay. And then of course all these other things, you guys have all heard it, right? Practice and train major lifts, master the basics of gymnastics, run, bike, swim, row, etc. Hard and fast, 5 to 6 days a week. Sound familiar? Mix these elements in as many combinations as possible. Routine is the enemy. Keep workouts short and intense. Okay, this is the successful habits of someone who has developed elite fitness. Make sense? This is the habit. This is a habits list. This is what you're aiming for. And if you're doing something outside of this, we need to look at those habits as being against your goals, because I think we're all aiming for fitness, right? Okay? So if you're doing something other than this, we need to look at those and figure out what those triggers are. Does that make sense? Okay. So these are kind of another way of looking at it, right? So another element that helps reinforce this is you got to eat. Number one, first thing on the list. Number two, logging, keeping track of your food, keeping track of your intake, so you know you're doing this, right? It's accountability on that. Having a coach to teach you how to do these things properly and correctly so you can do it long term. Community and friends that help you do this, right? Make it easier to show up. It makes it easier to train hard and fast. Anyone tried training hard and fast by themselves?
It's not fun.
It's lame.
It's so not
Yeah, right?
not
It's
fun.
hard to
Not-
get there,
It's
right?
hard.
Without friends, without coaches. Schedules help you do this. Assessments make sure you're doing this. It's accountability, right? All of those things, and you can call those habits all in themselves, right? All of those things help you do this. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Good. You guys have any questions? No? Okay. Good. Well, thank you guys for coming early to do the check-in. That was awesome. That allows us to help solve any little problems we're running into. Next week, let's see some changes on these things, right? So like the sleep, the protein intake. Let's see what that does for you. Use this week as a science experiment. Okay? Scan to scan. What can you do with it? Cool?
Cool.
Cool. Good. Thank you guys.
Thank you.